Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, let's have a look into this week's energy, which I normally do on a Sunday. Okay, so last week's message was that it was a clean-up job, releasing stuck emotions and increasing airflow, fresh thinking. So let's have a look and see what's on the cards for this week. I'm going to use the Witch's Tarot and the Heal Yourself reading cards to start with. Okay, let's give these cards a shuffle. I'm singing, we're in the money, we're in the money. That message was coming through last night about being in the money. Oh, we're in the money. Eight of Pentacles, working on your craft. There's a quote I saw. Let me just see if it's there. It should be. I haven't used the cards because I saw them. The man or woman who does more than he or she is paid for will soon be paid for more than he or she does. I put the she in there because there's a feminine. But when Think and Grow Rich was written, it wasn't written for men, but it's a very masculine, essenced book. I don't know if it was written for men. I don't think like that. I just think, well, they're good principles to incorporate into your life. That's what I think. Well, I've got this box of tricks now. Lucy's box of tricks now. Let's just put that there for a moment. Well, have a look at this card, the Eight of Pentacles. Let's have a look at what she's actually doing. So she is studying, but she's studying this coin. I was going to call it the legacy. The skull is the indication of the transformation that's occurred. She's working on this 8th coin. Let's pull some cards and then I will read the message of the 8 of Pentacles. This is when you stayed up late, you've been focused, you've been studying. Okay, well, we have embarrassed and ashamed here. I feel that's about not seeing someone's worth or seeing one's worth, one's own worth. What are we embarrassed and ashamed? Okay, and then we have the balancing of giving and receiving. I feel that these are areas of her life that she's been mastering. So the energy of, you know, when you feel embarrassed or ashamed, how do you handle that? So you focus on that area of development. Balancing, well, I started then. Focusing on the balancing and the balancing of giving and receiving. So not to be an overgiver. Be open to receiving balance, because there was a stammer there, a stutter there, quite a nervousness energy of how do you deal with that feeling when you feel a bit shaky. And the bottom of the deck, quitters never win. Okay. So I would say that this week it's about polishing up your skills. What areas do you need to have a look at that you find when you come out of alignment? You know when you're out of alignment. Can we pinpoint the feeling behind what happens when we get triggered? Quitters never win. Receiving. Yeah, it was hiding the R-E. Let's read the Eight of Pentacles and see what the guidance is for this week. But that's what I'm picking up on, is that we're learning how to balance ourselves through stressful situations, intimidating situations, embarrassing situations, situations that make us feel ashamed. My eldest daughter's been going through this, like, she keeps, I'll give you an example, but she feels like a Wally, okay? I don't really want to say like an idiot, but I say to her, don't call yourself that. She don't know I'm such an idiot, because she asked Jamie, like yesterday twice, whether they need potatoes, or, well, first of all, you need to buy potatoes, don't need to buy potatoes, we're having lasagna, okay. And then we best put some water on for the potatoes to boil. And it's like, Megan, not having potatoes, you're having lasagna. And then a bit later on, and then she tells me this, and then she says, I'm sitting here thinking that we should have Yorkshire puddings. Because she thought we was having like shepherd's pie, cottage pie. But she wasn't, lasagna. And then she's like, I'm sitting here thinking about having Yorkshire puddings for dinner, and we're not even having that. Like, I'm just like such an idiot. And I went to her, don't call yourself that. And she's had a few situations where she's embarrassing herself. I think in a really comical way. But she's like, Mom, like, I'm, you know, like, just embarrassing myself. And I said, darling, you're just learning how to laugh at yourself. You know, be easy. Okay, so I'm very, very much drawn to this feminine's face. More so on this page. I was taking more to actually details of her face here, rather than when it was in colour. Eight of Pentacles. A witch sits behind a wooden work table in an alchemist's lab at twilight. She has a thoughtful, get the word out, thoughtful. She has a thoughtful expression on her face and wears a gown of leaf green with lace at the edges of her sleeves. She holds in her hands a large golden pentacle and is polishing it carefully with a cloth. Her hair is curly and wild, as if she has been working diligently for some time. Her eyes are green and focus solely upon her task. On the table before her is an open grimoire, I don't know how I pronounce that, a grimoire, a burning candle, a piece of antler from a deer, a few clutches of fresh herbs, and a human skull. Her familiar, a raven, perches on the top of her chair and appears to be keeping an eye on the room for his mistress. Representing the mysteries of the craft and magic, ravens are the traditional animal ally of the seer. Behind the witch, on the stone wall alongside large mullioned windows, neatly hang 7 other golden pentacles. She is almost finished and is putting the final polish on this 8th pentacle. Soon her task will be complete, and she will add the last pentacle to the other 7 that are displayed so carefully upon the wall. In this card, we see that the witch cares more about the integrity of the work itself and not the glory that may come when her task is done. Meanings. When the 8 of Pentacles turns up in a reading, it tells of a time for practical knowledge, determination and skill. This is a moment of hands-on training or of intense study with your career or the magical arts. Here is an opportunity to immerse yourself in a creative project such as art or writing. Being focused, disciplined and diligent with your project, you will put all of your skills to good use. By combining all of your gifts with hard work, there will be success. This is not a card of fame. This is a card that reminds you of how effort, focus and creativity often bring growth, gain and a sense of accomplishment. This card can also show up in a reading when there is a long, involved project nearing a successful completion. The keywords: diligence, skill, attention to detail, study and practice of the magical arts, work in progress, a project that is nearing a successful completion. But the card after this is the Nine of Pentacles, which is the divine feminine status. Okay. In the background, I can hear the hammering, which takes me to the visual that's on the Rider-Waite Tarot deck of the Eight of Pentacles, where the masculine's outside, sitting on a bench, straddled on a bench, and working, tapping away at these pentacles. I'm not sure he's polishing them. He's actually encrypting them. Okay, right, let's move over to the Heal Yourself reading cards. This week's guidance, please. As I shuffled the cards, I saw the card Dreams in here, which has a lady and a tiger on the card. Named Gabrielle come through. Dreams can come true. Look at me, babe, I'm with you. You know you've got to have them. You know you've got to be strong. Okay, I've got the card. Self-love. It's a beautiful card. I love me, who do you love? And it's nowhere in an egotistical way. This is about you being comfortable in your own skin and with who you are, being proud of who you are, but without the pride. Without feeling the need to be boosted up and praised. The Lord, it's like praises you. It's like that's who you're wanting to impress, is the divine. Self-love. Card number 24. This week's focus, guys, take time out to get to know yourself and what works for you in this particular cycle of your life. What particular cycle are you in your life? Because we have balance, giving and receiving, or feeling feeling embarrassed and ashamed. Are we thinking about quitting? But though we know you'll never win by giving up on yourself. Some of the biggest obstacles to self-love are self-criticism and perfectionism, which lead to harsh judgment of the self, closing down, and eventually illness. Have you been trying to compete with others, get approval from people in your family, or simply pushing yourself too hard? If so, you need to soften and start listening to your body. Focus on keeping your heart open and practice acknowledging and recognising the good in yourself and others. This card beckons you to breathe love in and out every moment of the day. Ask yourself, what changes do I need to make to my daily routine so that love can pulsate through every breath, action and relationship I engage in? Choose to open your heart through softness, deep breathing, relaxation, movement, finding beauty in nature, in your home, in your pain, in your love, in your sadness, in prayer, etc. Keep your heart open, even though it makes you feel vulnerable and exposed. Now that's another card that I've been seeing when I've been using Where else are those cards, please? Oh, they're there. Okay, these cards. There was a card and it says keep your, open up to love, I think it says. Open up to love. Anyway, this week is your opportunity to learn to receive. That was interesting because I felt like this part here, the RE, being able to receive. This week is your opportunity to learn to receive. Anytime anyone says something nice to you or offers to help you, take a deep breath, thank them and accept. You need to find something loving or nurturing to do for yourself. This could be a massage, a healing treatment, or a movie with a friend. Every time you look in the mirror, repeat, I am lovable, and do this every day until you really believe it. I love me, that's all that matters. We shall finish with a message from the Mother Mary. It's like guess the sound. It could be from the railway station and it's a train that's stationary. Or it could be the mechanics. Okay. Mike and the mechanics. Mike and the mechanics. I'm just going to Google a song. Mike and Mechanic songs. The Living Years, Over My Shoulder, Silent Running. There's 3 songs for you. Let's go to the Mother Mary Oracle cards and we shall drop the mic. Really? Really? I've got the card, thank you. We have Our Lady of Creative Choice. My robes form the heavens above. In my sacred feet the earth spins. In my eyes the stars of the night sky are born and shine. My hair forms galaxies, and in my heart many suns burn with divine love. What is there that could be greater than I that am all, I that am love? Any fear, any doubt, any problem or concern, I hold you in my being so vast. There is nothing more powerful than I am the love that is all that you are. Fear can loom so large at times that it might seem impossible to conquer. Doubt, despair, grief and rage may take possession of our being, and all of a sudden there is no way out of the negativity or horror that we may be brave enough to feel. As part of our honest, emotional, human journey, we are asked to feel these challenging emotions. They are part of what helps us rally the courage and strength to make choices that are helpful and healing to our planet whenever we can. If we cannot feel the horror of what is happening around us, we might lack the passion needed to summon all our strength to act, to heal, to help, and to speak out. It takes a truly great leader to be a great warrior for love on this planet. This leader does not give us false hope or imaginings that all the problems that need solving will just magically go away if we close our eyes and hope hard enough. Instead, this leader inspires us with genuine encouragement and empowerment. This leader is honest about our healing light really being needed on this planet. There are environmental and socio-economic problems on this planet that are not all right, and we need to fall apart so that healing can occur for the greater good. Without that honest, conscious acknowledgement that there is great wounding in our world that needs repair, we can be left with an undercurrent of anxiety. Guess the sound. It was an undercurrent of anxiety. It's still there. It cleared for a little bit and then back again. You let it come in. Without that honest, conscious acknowledgement that there is great wounding in our world that needs repair, we can be left with an undercurrent of anxiety, a feeling that something is wrong, but it is not being openly acknowledged. Without this acknowledgement, constructive solutions are not being implemented. We must be careful that we don't allow our genuine optimism, which keeps us open and active, to become a source of falsehood. We must not allow it to tell us that nothing need happen and everything is fine, when the Divine Mother tells us that this is not true at all. We need to be honest with ourselves and our suffering. We need not fear it. We need to be aware of it, and through that awareness, healing can occur. Yet we also need that leader to inspire us with genuine hope and self-esteem, which helps us feel empowered to be able to make a difference. This will prevent us from collapsing into despair, believing that nothing can change, whether in our own lives or in the world around us. Our Lady of Great Power comes with a special message from such inspired spiritual leadership, which is the leadership of the Heavenly Mother herself. She tells us that no matter what we may be trying to accomplish upon this earth, she has power to assist us towards success, and that power is beyond any obstacle. No matter whether a personal matter, a social matter, or environmental issue, legal or financial issue, spiritual crisis, or beloved other that needs help, we can pray to her and she will provide us with what is needed. Our job is to act on that with trust, praying, listening, responding, waiting, acting, reflecting. This is how we live with her, in her grace, and in the magnificence of her great power. She asks now that you dispense with any habits or beliefs that it all must be accomplished on your own. She knows that you have struggled to find the support you have needed at times in your past, and she asks you to put that behind you now. It helped you grow strong and develop self-reliance, but your task is different now. You have that strength and enough self-awareness to know who you are and what has meaning for you. You know to remain true to yourself, even if you are in partnership or collaboration, joining forces with others. You are being asked to allow yourself to be helped so that you can become an empowered channel for her grace to reach the world. So pray, be open, and know that she is powerful beyond all measure. Let's finish this reading with the healing process and affirmation. You are floating but grounded in your body in an open, vast space. It is like floating upon an ocean of the universe. Imagine that you can take any issue, problem, or concern that you have and would like to resolve, and you can drop it into that vast space, like dropping it into a bottomless well. As you do so, ripples of energy flow out from the empty space. You may sense this as subtle movement, as colour or shapes forming, or it may be very subtle. Say the following prayer to anchor the resolution of your situation. Holy Mother, O Lady of Great Power, you are vaster than any concern, and your loving solutions reach me easily now. I ask for your help in recognising your guidance and the courage to act upon it at the right time and in the right way. Through your grace, for the greatest good, so be it. Now what's interesting is that isn't the meaning for that card. I've gone to card number 24, and there's your message. Okay. For those who would like more, I shall read you Our Lady of Creative Choice. You have my power within you, and you are free beyond wildest imagination. Do you know that you are a slave to no thing and to no one? You are a divine being. With the power of creative choice, you can create worlds, my beloved. Even the smallest choice contains great creative power. Do not cast your power aside, my child. Choose to trust me, to live with an open, vulnerable heart, and to let my grace flood through you in rapturous waves of light. Choose wisely, creatively and well, yet do not fear your power, for the best choice you can make is to learn from all your experiences. I will guide you to use your power to create healing difference in your life now. You have at your disposal the power of heaven. I will guide you to use it well. One small stone tossed into a lake can create seemingly endless ripples. So too do our choices create an impact far greater than we might at first expect. Our Lady of Creative Choice has come to you with a message. No matter what situation is happening in your life, no matter how powerless you may feel to change it or control it, you have so much power here. If you knew how much power you had, you would laugh with relief and wonder and reverent joy. You would realise that you don't have to control anything or anyone in order to feel empowered. Your power doesn't come from controlling outcomes. It flows from your endless capacity to make choices. Our Lady of Creative Choice helps us when we know that the way we have been choosing to be, perhaps feeling reactive or out of control, might not be serving us anymore. Perhaps we have not felt much choice in the past. Perhaps we might have got caught up in feeling frustrated with another or out of control in certain situations, and all we felt we could do was react. Or perhaps we have become so caught up in just trying to get things done or work things out that we forgot that we get to have a say in our lives. This oracle comes to you as a reminder. You have the power of heaven within you. You don't need to control life, beloved, but you can choose whether you dance with life responsively or resist its flow and feel pushed around by it instead. Through paying attention to what is happening for you in the moment, whether that be feelings of happiness or sadness, a feeling of letting go or moving on, or staying put and learning something, you can then make a choice about how you wish to respond. Your responses to your life circumstances are your choices to make and a source of great power within. You can receive any visitor into your home with a welcoming smile or a bellow of rage, a laugh, or a clear directive to move on. It is always your choice, and the right choice will be what feels right for you in any given moment. A smile might feel right one day, and the rage feels right in another situation on another day. It is always your choice, and your choice creates a pattern of energy that interacts with what is, creatively igniting change. You don't have to control it or foresee it. You just need to remember to choose creatively, and most importantly of all, with honesty, how you wish to be. Our Lady of Creative Choice. Have we said cheers yet? Jeez, I just had a... my throat just got blocked. Our Lady of Creative Choice comes to you in this oracle with a special message. I feel like someone's... the response. It's like they're wanting to shut me up and close the door on me and shut me down. Let's carry on. Our Lady of Creative Choice comes to you in this oracle with a special message. There is a situation in your life where you are contemplating making a decision. Perhaps it is even a bold choice and you are not sure about it. You are encouraged to be bold and to give yourself permission to choose whatever feels most authentic to you. If you are stuck in a situation and don't believe that you have a choice, this oracle brings you this particular message. You have a choice available here, but you must surrender your way of looking at the situation to the Divine Mother and allow a new perspective and therefore more options to become available to you. There is always a creative way forward available. Sometimes we need prayer to help us become more flexible and receptive to access that solution. The following healing process will help you rediscover your power of creative choice, even in that challenging situation, through the divine intervention of the Holy Mother Mary. The healing process and affirmation. You stand in a rich landscape with a vivid orange sunset. At your feet, there extends a beautiful blue lake. On the ground around your feet, there are wide, flat stones carved with different words on each one, just like the words in this list. Courage, kindness, playfulness, honesty, peace, letting go, surrender, trust, faith, happiness, moving on, standing strong, blessings, miracle, confidence, yes, I am, integrity, truth, me. Reach down and pick up whatever stone or stones you feel most drawn to, whether you see the words on them or not. Perhaps you notice the colour of the stone, or perhaps you sense a word upon the stone, or perhaps not. Stand quietly by the lake, and when you are ready, say the following prayer aloud or quietly in your mind. I call upon Mother Mary, Our Lady of Creative Choice, who loves me unconditionally. Thank you for reminding me of my own creative divine power of choice. I exercise my power of choice now. I ask you to bless me and encourage me to be creative and conscious with my choices, so that my path unfolds in the most glorious and wonderful way possible. So be it. Gently, or with great enthusiasm if you prefer, toss your stone or stones into the lake. You may wish to do this one at a time or all at once. Notice the ripples that flow and know that you have made some good creative choices now. Stay watching those ripples as they expand outwards towards the farthest reaches of the lake. Complete this healing process with the following affirmation. I fully own my power of creative choice. Under the blessings and guidance of the Divine Mother, I am able to think outside of the box and make instinctive, intuitive choices that help me create life experiences that enrich my soul and fulfill my heart. Gratitude to Our Lady of Creative Choice, who is with me now, reminding me of my innate power and helping me remember to play with life. I pray for her miraculous intervention, that my choices be empowered and divinely inspired now. So be it. Page number 57, one of my favourite numbers. Guys, have yourself a fantastic day, a fantastic week, a fantastic moment. I think I'm going now, okay? I will be back. Take care, much love. Bye for now.